Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we have a very quick video on breaking news on student loans. I found this particularly interesting because I'm watching March Madness right now and my UCLA Bruins are somehow in the Final Four but are about to get buzzsawed by Gonzaga, but that's beside the point. Anyway, this video is about the student loan forgiveness proposal coming out of the White House. According to the Chief of Staff of the White House, we know that Joe Biden has asked his Secretary of Education, Miguel Cardona, to look into whether or not Joe Biden has the legal right to cancel up to $50,000 of student loans held by people with student loans backed by the government. And he specifically asked him to see what path of action that President Joe Biden can actually take with executive action to effectuate this student loan forgiveness. We're going to be breaking that down in this video very quickly. And if you're new here, my name is Kevin Conway. I make personal finance videos, other stimulus news videos all the time. Give a like to this video and subscribe to the channel if you want to find out more as I break new videos. Lots of exciting news has really happened in the last couple of days. We'll be making several videos about it in the near future, so you'll want to subscribe to the channel. Now let's get right into it. So Biden intends to use executive action, if he can, to cancel up to $50,000 of student loans held per person in this country, per individual. This comes after intense lobbying from his side of the aisle from more progressive members of his party saying that he needs to do something about this student loan crisis. We know right now that if things stay as they are, by 2022, $2 trillion of student loans will be held by over 50 million borrowers in this country, and the average balance is in the 5 figures. That's where this $50,000 number really comes from, because this will make a substantial dent in the student loans held by most people. In fact, according to Forbes, it looks as if even a $10,000 forgiveness would wipe out something like 16 million borrowers' student loan debts, which is about 1/3 in total. Plus, it would reduce another 9 million borrowers' student loan balances by over half. But again, he's looking at $50,000 as the total forgiveness. Previously, Joe Biden has said that he has wanted to do around $10,000, a targeted student loan forgiveness, but it looks like he's broadened out his way to actually get more student loan forgiveness to more people by giving that $50,000 number as the guideline for his Secretary of Education to actually research for him and see if he has the legal right to do. It looks like a lot of people say that he does have the legal right, but there are a lot of people who say that he doesn't have the legal right. And even Joe Biden has said he's hesitant to using executive action to do forgiveness on such a large scale with such a large number. That's what makes this really interesting, because it seems like a big shift in tone from President Biden from what he has previously said on the campaign trail and in his time in office, saying that he doesn't have the authority to actually go ahead and do it. Now, what's interesting is you have people like Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer saying you don't need Congress for this. All you need is a flick of the pen. Now, whether or not that is true, that is a sentiment out of his own party. They are saying, we don't care how it gets done, whether it's in Congress or you do it. This is what we want. Now, Republicans, of course, don't want the student loan forgiveness, at least on this scale, because they think it's unfair. They think it's not a targeted way to give relief to people as they see it. And they think it's unfair to people who've already spent money on college and didn't take out money and therefore wouldn't see a benefit. What do you guys think about this debate between the two of them? Please let me know in the comments below. There's certainly good arguments on either side. It's just interesting to see that this shift has happened so quickly through Joe Biden. Now, there already is a moratorium on student loan payments and interest until September 30th of this year. So I don't expect this to occur within the next week or two. I think it'll be a month-long or even longer development to actually see any actionable detail here on the forgiveness trail. In fact, we have the White House Chief of Staff saying the following: hopefully we'll see in the next few weeks, and then Joe Biden, will look at the legal authority and he'll look at the policy issues around that and he'll make a decision. So it looks like this is a brand new shift and that Joe Biden's going to get the information once the Secretary of Education provides it to him, evaluate it, and move forward off of there. I'm curious to see what you guys think about this as well, because we do know that before the pandemic, even before all this happened, around 1/4 of all student loan borrowers were already in default. They weren't making the full payment payments on their student loans. And it looks like this massive amount of borrowing is going to actually not be repaid in full anyway. So it really is kind of interesting to see how the government is going to be tackling this. I'm not commenting on whether or not I think it's a good idea. I just found it very interesting, especially in light of March Madness. Now, with that being said, I'm going to get back to it. The game's almost on, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.